do a yarn braids video. I've had yarn braids for a long time. Like, I would take them out and do them again because I like them so much. So I feel like I can tell you guys how I take care of them, like different styles. I'm not here to do a styles video. I'm just here to talk about like my overall opinion of them, how I take care of them, and stuff like that. So stay tuned. So first of all, for those of you who don't know what are yarn braids are basically regular braids that you can do. Instead of using like braiding hair, you would use actual yarn, like knitting yarn that you can get at like Joann Fabrics or Target or Walmart. And you basically just braid it into your hair. It's a really good protective style for people who are natural. I personally am not natural right now, but I'm trying to go natural. And I don't know if I'm going to do it because my hair is really, 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 really coarse. So I hope I can do it because I love the way it looks on people. So anyway, that's what yarn braids are. And you can burn the ends. That's what I do. Or some people just tie them. I like burning them because I feel like it just looks better from afar. Because if you come close, they are discolored when they are burnt. But, I mean, I don't really mind that. So, yeah. So, some products I use are, for example, this. This is by Olive Oil. It's oil moisturizing hair lotion, and I use this on my scalp because your scalp gets really dry when you have yarn braids, and I feel like this just adds lots of moisture to it, and I really like it. I don't like the smell, though, but whatever. So, if you have done braids or weaves, you know that you need some edge control. So the edge control I use is by Proclaim, and it's olive edge gel. Doesn't smell, it's strong-ish, but it doesn't smell bad. And you just roll it up like roll-on, and then you just use it. You can just like put it on like this, but I personally don't do that. I personally just put my finger in it and just go like that, or take a toothbrush and then just go like that with it. And I like it. I feel like it looks white, but I mean, I think that's only to like me, but because like anyone I ask, oh, does it look white? Does it look white? They're like, oh no, I really like it because when I use looks white. So I guess it doesn't look white to other people, but it might look white to you. So my scalp gets really, really, very, very, very dry. So I also use this. It's by Pink. It's a scalp or something. Scalp soother. So it soothes your scalp, and it's also really good like when it's freshly done and it's just really tight. It just really cools it, and it's like, oh, it feels so good. So, and it smells really good too. Like, this smells so good. And it used to not smell good, but I guess like they just reinvented it and it smells good. So I love this. Like, it's greasy, but that's the point of it. You just don't have to use a lot, but it just really moisturizes your scalp and make sure it's not dry. And it's easier to use than like this, because this you just have to like actually go through and do it all, and this you just spray it down and you're good to go. So personally, I would advise you to wash your yarn braids like every week or every other week. From experience, it is not fun to wash at all because yarn, like, it really absorbs water, and to like wait for it to dry, like you have to like go like that to like make the water come out, and like you have to use a hair dryer because you can't just like let it just be wet and say, oh, I'll just let it air dry because it's just gonna stink when you're done. So you have to actually wait, and it takes so long. So if you want to do yarn braids, I would say you have to have patience for when you're washing it, or don't wash it at all, I don't know. So I use Pantene 2-in-1. It has a shampoo and a conditioner. It smells really good, and it does a really good job. And the scent stays after in your yarn braids, so they leave them smelling real, real good. And yeah, so this is what I use, and you just spray it like that, and you're good to go. So you're done washing, you're done moisturizing, you're done doing all that you do with your yarn braids, and you're going to bed. I use a net. I just tie my hair, and I use this to tie it. It looks like a headband. It probably is a headband. I think it is a headband. When I bought it, I think it was in a headband package. But I need something really thick to hold them. Like, you can't just use a regular hair tie because it's not going to hold it and it could break. So I use this to tie it. I mean, this to hold my hair in the night or when I'm at home and I'm not doing anything, because I feel like it just preserves it and makes it look really good. And makes it, last longer. So I use this, and you can get this at like any beauty supply store. I personally got this from Nige, but they're pretty easy to find. And then this you can find at like a drugstore, CVS, Walgreens, whatever. And you can either do like a bun, or you can just tie it any way you want. Or you don't have to tie it, and you can just stuff your hair in that net. And you're good to go. So my personal opinion on yarn braids, I really like yarn braids. I feel like they look good if they're like in a bob, if they're like down to your knees. They look really, really good either length. And I feel like most people can rock them. They look good on if you have natural hair or if you don't have natural hair. From like experience and watching other videos, I feel like most people that do them are people that have natural hair, but I don't have natural hair and I still do them. It just really protects your hair, makes it like not break. If your hair usually breaks, then this is the style for you. If you want a protective style, some people do it mostly in the winter because their hair gets like really brittle and breaks easily in the winter. So people do it in the winter. I don't care. I can do it in the summer. Summer now, and I have them in. So I really like them. What I don't like about them is taking them out, of course, because it takes a long time. What else don't I like about them? Not much, really. I really like them a lot. But, you don't want to keep them in for way too long because they can lock your hair, like, dreadlock, because they're in this, and, like, it really, like, holds them in. So they can lock your hair if you're not careful. But the longest I've ever kept yarn braids in is, like, 5 months. And that's, like, really, like, that's a lot. So don't keep it for that long. You can keep it for, like, 4.5 months tops, but after that, take them out. If you really like them, get them done again. But after this, I feel like, this is like my 3rd time doing them, so after this, I feel like I'm just gonna get a weave in or something, little Brazilian something. So if you guys know of any, like, really, really good hair companies, let me know. And I might try them. So thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. And I can't wait for this new YouTube journey.